Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you a super quick way to make some birria. Start off with about 6 chile guajillo and 5 chile California. I like mine to be a little bit spicy and my kids don't mind when I add this amount, but if you want it to be less spicy, you can just take out a couple. You're going to want to remove the stems and all of the seeds from every one of them and place them into a pot of boiling water. Into the same pot, I'm going to add about 5 or 6 dientes de ajo. Boil that for about 10 minutes until it becomes soft so that we can blend it. And while we're waiting for that, I have about 5 pounds of chuck roast. I'm going to cut these up into decent sized pieces. Once it's done, it's going to be really easy to pull apart. Now that the chiles are ready, I put them in here with the garlic and just a little bit of water, enough to be able to blend it. And we're going to add about 2 pinches of the following: Knorr's chicken flavored broth mix, salt, black pepper, oregano leaf, thyme, cumin, and 4 cloves. Blend that all up for a couple of minutes until it's smooth. When it's done, it's going to be a pretty thick consistency. Just pour that right over the meat into the same pot that you're going to cook it in and let that kind of marinate for just like 5-10 minutes. Using that same blender, fill it up with water. This one takes about 6 cups. You're going to do that about 3 times to get the pot full about 3/4 of the way. Next is to add about a half cup of vinegar. Add about 4 hojas de laurel right into the pot. And that's pretty much it. I have a pressure cooker that I love, so just make sure the valve is closed, close that up, and I set it for about 60 minutes. Now let's get started on the rice. We need 4 tomatoes and about 1/4 of an onion. I usually use yellow, but I ran out, so this will have to do. I just halved the tomatoes and stuck them in the blender with the onion. You're going to blend it until it's pretty smooth. You're going to want to have a couple of slices of onion ready for the next step. Add some rice into a hot pan of oil. We're a pretty big family, so I did use a lot. I didn't measure, but I want to say I added about 2 cups. And you're going to add the onion on top of that rice and just mix it up until it gets nice and brown. Add in the blended tomato and onion, and you're going to mix it in until it's simmering. Again, using the same blender, just fill it up once. Again, this is about 6 cups, and add that to the pan. Once you add that, lightly scrape the bottom of the pan so that no rice gets stuck to the bottom. And you're going to want to use a really good pan so that your rice doesn't stick and burn. Next, add some salt. Start off with probably about a tablespoon. You can add more if you want. And then the chicken flavored broth mix, again about a tablespoon. Once you have that all mixed up, just taste it. And if you feel like it needs a little bit more, slowly add it in. Bring that up to a simmer, and then we're going to cook this on low heat. And we're going to cover that up and let it sit for about 20 minutes. And now we wait. So do you guys have any recommendations on shows to watch, either on Netflix or Hulu? I've been binge watching like everything. Right now I'm actually rewatching all of The Walking Dead and I'm almost done. My bad, I didn't actually time it, but it has been about 20 minutes. So you want to make sure that all the water has pretty much dried up. Taste it and make sure that there's no hard pieces. If there is, or if there's still like a lot of water pooling, then put it on for another 5 minutes. But this is how it should look. And just like that, birria by yours truly. This looks so good. You can tell that the carne is ready because it just falls apart so easily. This kind of food we usually just make for like special occasions or specifically for parties. Pero se le antojó a mi hubby, so we decided to make it today. Of course, you gotta have that rice on the side. I also made some frijoles charros, now with some salsa verde, limon, cilantro, cebolla, tortilla. This is amazing. I hope you guys like this video. If you do try out the recipe, please let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.